For those of you that haven't had a chance to fill up a plate, please do so. We know that we have infringed upon your evening to a certain extent, and hopefully this will tide you over until you get home. I'm Darlene Burcham, and I've had the opportunity for the last 8 or 9 months to serve as the facilitator of a management team that is composed of representatives of Allegheny County, Covington, Clifton Forge, Northern Botetourt, and Craig County. We were successful in preparing a grant application to the Department of Housing and Community Development last fall, and were awarded a $50,000 grant to evaluate broadband needs in our community. We had heard, many of us for a long time, that businesses, and particularly more people doing business from home, were concerned about the inadequacy of the speed, and so we embarked upon this effort to get an independent evaluation of what those needs were. With the $50,000 grant that we received, we went through a process of evaluating proposals from a number of consultants who spend their lives looking at broadband, and our successful contract was awarded to Design Nine. Andrew Cohill, who is the founder of that organization, is the gentleman who many years ago made Blacksburg a wired community. And so he has a lot of expertise. He led us through a process. I would tell you that the management team met at least monthly, talking with him and others, including the providers of broadband in our area. And we do now have a draft report of the conclusions of that analysis, including surveys that many of you may have participated in. And we have Andrew here tonight to share with you the process that we went through, as well as the results of that study, and some of the recommendations that the management team will be carrying forward in the near future. We also found in our process that many people didn't really understand broadband, what it was, what it meant, how we are using the internet today in many different ways than we did even a few years ago. And particularly with our school systems embarking upon the use of computers for our young people, it becomes even more critical that we understand what is available and what can be available and what we need for the future. We invited the 3 major providers in our community, Chantel, Lumos, and Frontier, to be here tonight to have the opportunity to meet with you individually if you have questions or issues, and to tell you about what's coming up in the near future, particularly for the cities of Covington and Clifton Forge. And so you'll have an opportunity after the presentation and question and answer period to visit with the Lumos folks who did accept our invitation to be here tonight. So with that as an introduction, I'll invite Andrew to come forward and share with you the process as well as the conclusions of our broadband study. And following that, we will be open to questions that you may have about either the report or what's happening in our community as it relates to broadband.